The full moon on February the 24th brings with it an energetic opening and an energetic easing up. Because so far, February has brought a lot of internal and energetic upgrades that may have been a little challenging to deal with at times. But now with this full moon, there's that easing up that can be felt. So the energy won't be as tense, as squeezing, as challenging as it has been throughout the month of February. Because February was truly a big month. February was all about aligning ourselves to our soul's higher timeline. And you also received that immense heart center upgrade with the new moon. So there has been a lot of energetic upgrades coming in this month alone. And it may have been a little energetically challenging for you to really deal with, especially if you are a sensitive soul, very sensitive to the energies. You will now feel that easing up with this full moon. And in this video, I want to share with you the 5 key things I think you should know about so you can really make the most out of this full moon energy, this energetic easing up that can be felt. So the very first thing I would like for you to know is that the energies are now shifting with this full moon. Like I mentioned, you may have felt a little triggered up until this point because we're still aligning ourselves to this new energy of this new year. We are also now in the age of Aquarius for the next 20 so years, and we are still aligning ourselves to this energy. So it's not all that easy because what we've experienced so far energetically is completely different now with this new Earth template, is this age of Aquarius. So we're still aligning ourselves to that. And like I mentioned, February was all about aligning ourselves to our soul's highest timeline. We also received this beautiful heart center upgrade with the new one. So there was a lot that was happening in February, but now with this full moon, it's really that turnaround period, that energetic turnaround where things are shifting, energies are shifting. But on or around the full moon, you will feel that sense of easing up, where up until this point, maybe you felt a little squeezed, a little pushed, a little triggered or something like that. You will feel that easing up with this full moon, really bringing that energetic opening, where you then are more easily able to really ease into the energy rather than being squeezed and pushed and nudged into that energy. But just know that you're still aligning to this new energy, and it may still continue for some time now because we need to get used to that. Our consciousness, our body, our energy field, we need to get used to this new energy because the energy of 2024 is completely different. It has more so the divine feminine touch to it. And that's not always easy to embody, especially because up until this point, we were more so in the masculine energy. And I'm not saying the divine masculine because it was more so the imbalanced masculine energy that we have been living by all these years now. So it's going to take some time for us to get used to it. But with this full moon, you will feel that sense of easing up, so it won't be as challenging to deal with the energies. Then the second thing I would like for you to know is that this then also brings somewhat of an inner sense of peace and relaxation, where you really feel that, everything is going to be all right. Where you feel more at peace with yourself, with your path, with what you're doing, with your life, with every area of your life. You will feel that sense of peace about it because you truly have the ability to create the life that you would like to live. And you can always change your approach, how you look at things and things like that. And with this easing up, that also then brings somewhat of a space for you to really look at your life and realize that, yes, I am right where I'm meant to be. This is what I'm meant to be doing. This is where I'm meant to be. This is who I am meant to be. And there's that sense of inner peace and relaxation coming over you that even though, yes, you may not be where you want to be yet, but you have that deep inner knowing that no matter what, you are all right. You are on the right path, that you are right where you're meant to be. Which brings me to the third thing I want you to know is that there's then also a sense of upliftment that can be felt. Upliftment within yourself, where you actually just feel more uplifted about everything in your life, about your path, about yourself, about everything, even about the things that maybe you want to do, but maybe you haven't been able to do, things like that. And even situations, everything gets somewhat of an uplifting energy injection, so to speak, where everything starts to flow with more ease, where solutions are also incoming as well. If up until this point you felt a little stuck in your life, in your situations, in certain circumstances, watch out, because that also then will ease up as well, because there's that energetic easing up that can be felt in all areas, to all situations, circumstances, everything. And if up until this point you really want to move forward, but you felt held back and you didn't feel motivated, you didn't feel inspired or anything like that, that also was because you were aligning yourself to that energy of 2024. And especially with this month, that heart center upgrade and everything, that also required time for you to really adjust to it, to integrate and to let it settle. So, but now with this full moon, you will feel that sense of upliftment, that, okay, now you feel that inner sense of, okay, moving forward, things are shifting. You will feel that. So there's that really that sense of upliftment that can be experienced, that can be felt. So really embrace that. Take time out on around the full moon to really tune into that energy. Allow yourself to really be uplifted by that energy. Really imagine you spreading yourself out, spreading out your energetic nervous system, spreading out your energy field, really being more expansive and feeling that sense of freedom, that sense of upliftment. You can tune into that energy at any time, but on around the full moon, you may really want to take that time out to do it intentionally, to really focus on really connecting with that beautiful, expansive energy. Which brings me to the fourth thing that I want you to know is that you will also feel more aligned to yourself, to your path, to your life, to even your higher vision, where you have that deep sense of knowing of what is right for you. And here I just want to mention something, because you may have believed that certain things need to be the way they are, or that you are meant to be going about life in a specific way. Or even if you've had goals and desires and dreams up until this point, you may now also realize that certain things may simply no longer fit anymore. They may no longer feel in alignment. There may be a more evolved version of what you're meant to be doing, what you feel called to be doing, or feel called to be stepping into. This year is all about that more expanded way of going about life, really stepping into what your soul has come here to do in a more expanded way, more evolved way. So now with this full moon, you will then also feel that energetic alignment happening as well, that internal alignment, where you then also feel more in aligned with certain things that you feel called to be doing. That would also actually help you to follow that inner call with more ease as well. Because you are the only one that knows what's best for you, what you are meant to be doing. No one can tell you that. No one, okay? Yes, of course, you can maybe get readings and you can get guidance in that way or whatnot of what you're meant to be doing and things like that. I have done many readings for clients, Akashic Record readings about their future forecast and really giving them guidance, and that's perfectly fine. But still, at the end of the day, even if you are receiving guidance, you are the only one that knows what feels right, what feels in alignment, what feels like a right now, or what feels more like a later. Because you can have all these great ideas, all these great insights, and all these great guidances that you're receiving, whether it's from your higher self, your soul, your team of guides, or even from outside sources such as, let's say, you're getting intuitive readings, Akashic Record readings, or anything like that. But you always want to tune in to find out, okay, is this a right now? Is this a later? Because you can receive guidance of what's right for you, even from yourself, from your higher self. But then you need to also tune into, okay, am I ready to step into this, right? Because there may be some things that you still need to heal, still need to release and things like that in order to be ready for that. But now with this full moon energy, you will have that sense of knowing of what is right for you right now and then moving forward. So you will feel that inner call to really follow that call of stepping into what your soul has come here to do in a more evolved way, or whatever is right for you right in this moment, and then moving forward. You're receiving the guidance step by step. You're never getting that full big picture or whatnot. It's always step by step, because you also need to grow ready for each step, for each next step. You have to grow ready for that. But now with this full moon energy, you will feel that sense of deeper alignment to all areas of your life, which will then really help you feel also more happier, more joyful, more in alignment, more fulfilled in everything that you're doing. And here I just want to mention a video that I think would be ideal for you to tune into. It's about how to develop your intuition, because your intuition will be key moving forward, because you always want to listen to your own intuition over anything outside of you, okay? If let's say you have friends and family, co-workers, or coaches or gurus or anyone like that, or spiritual teacher, if they're telling you certain things of what you should be doing and could be doing and how this is supposed to work or whatnot, you always want to listen to your intuition. This is truly key, because like I just mentioned, you are the only one who knows what is best for you. So if you want to learn a little bit more about how to develop your intuition, there's a link in the description below for a video where I talk a little bit more about that, on some practices of what you can do to develop your intuition. And if you want to go a little further with this and really develop your intuition, I also want to invite you to check out my program. It's called Awakening the Oracle Within, Unlocking Your Psychic Superpowers, where I will guide you through really unlocking your psychic powers, your 4 clears. I also teach you different ways of practicing and developing your gift. So if that calls to you, there's a link in the description below so you can check it out, get all the information about the program, and hopefully maybe even join me in my program. But now going back to the 5th and final piece here that I would like for you to know is that there's also a great internal and external release that is happening. Meaning that a lot of the old stuff, your beliefs, your habits, situations, circumstances, goals, desires, dreams, all the old stuff that is simply outdated, is no longer in alignment anymore, is now falling away. You may actually become aware of a lot of things that simply don't fit anymore. You may even have those kind of aha light bulb moments where you're like, I don't like this no more. Why have I been holding on to this for all this time? I don't want this anymore. I don't want to believe this no more. I don't want to feel this way no more. I don't want to show up like this no more. I don't want to do this no more. So you will experience a lot of that on or around the full moon, where you're really having those realizations of what is old and outdated. And then you can really make that conscious choice. Like, I'm done with this. I'm going to let this go. Because you want to let go of those things that are simply old and outdated in order to open yourself up for new experiences. And that's why this year, up until this point, may have been a little challenging for you. And I'm not saying challenging like last year, but you may have felt more triggered. You may have felt more squeezed and pushed, because it was all to help you really let go of all that old stuff. Because you still carried a lot of that stuff from last year and the years before with you into this year. But there's that energetic disconnect here, because all that old stuff, the old paradigms, the old beliefs and all that stuff doesn't fit in this new energy anymore. So maybe up until this point you felt a little squeezed, you felt a little challenged because of that old stuff. So maybe take some time out on around the full moon to really open yourself up, to become aware, okay, what is all that old stuff that I need to let go of now? What do I no longer want to take with me? Do some clearing, do some releasing, really write down anything and everything that you want to let go of, and then make that conscious choice to clear it, to transmute it, to let it go through all time, space, reality, lifetimes, and dimensions, past, present, future. What you can do is you can tune into each of the things that you want to let go of, really connect with that, and then set that conscious intention saying, okay, I now choose to release this, to clear this, to transmute this through all time, space, reality, and lifetimes and dimensions, past, present, future. And really let it see it like blow up, dissolve into nothingness where it came from, or just disappear, whatever is right for you. But do this for each and every one of those things that you want to now let go of, to really release yourself from that. Use the full moon energy to really set yourself free from all these old things that are really coming to the surface, that are no longer serving you. And by the way, I also want to mention, I'm going to release a light language activation on the full moon on February the 24th. There will be a video coming out in the morning with a light language activation. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release new videos. So you can get notified whenever I release that video, to really help you release on an energetic level through light language, release all of the stuff that you don't want to take with you, to also help you really tap into this beautiful energy of the full moon and making the most out of it. So like I said, if you haven't done so already, definitely subscribe. If you already are a subscribed member of my channel, definitely stay tuned for that video. It will come out the 24th in the morning. But then also what you can do is, as you're really tuning in, as you're releasing anything that's coming up, you don't also want to open yourself up to receiving any more insights, any more guidance, really tapping into your intuition and tune into that part within you, connect with your soul that has all the guidance and insights that you are looking for. Connect with that and maybe ask questions. What is most important for me to know? What is my path moving forward? Show me, lead me. How can I really step into my higher timeline? And just sit with those questions and let your soul guide you, whether it is through meditation, you're really then getting visions, you're getting insights, maybe you're getting downloads, but in whatever you're getting, write it down and then start acting on the insights that you're receiving. 2024 is no longer about just tuning in, getting messages or whatnot. No, 2024 is about taking action. It's about tuning in to receive guidance, to receive insights, but it is about taking action to act on the guidance that you received. And that's really what is available now with this full moon as well. And of course, you can also do that any other time, not just on the full moon, where you tune in, where you connect with your intuition, where you receive that guidance. And like I said, if you want to learn about developing your intuition, check out my program or check out also that video that I mentioned. Both links are in the description below, so you can really develop your intuition more, because that's also going to be key moving forward. So you can really tune into your inner guidance, receive that guidance and the direction, because that's how you then also can create your life with more ease and experience more joy, abundance, happiness, fulfillment, success, whatever that you desire. But here you go, you have the 5 key things to know about this particular full moon on February the 24th. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, if you got value out of this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release new videos. Definitely stay tuned for that full moon light language activation video that's coming out on the 24th in the morning. You don't want to miss that. It's going to help you really on an energetic level to release a lot and to really align yourself to this beautiful energy of the full moon. But thank you so much for being here. Now be sure to check out this video here about the developing your intuition so you can get some more insights into that. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.